I don't think you want to talk about your special trip.
Well, that was back in the way back when I was young and.
Oh yeah, no doubt. What's up, guys? Welcome back to the Wade and Shiggy Show. I'm Wade here with lovely Wild Bill. Today we are continuing on with our SBS series. That's right, sports betting series. If you guys want to know the updated win-loss thing, Bill's winning 3-1. Of course, Iowa won by 1 point, all because some idiot don't understand on a punt you gotta turn around or get out of the way. Obviously didn't understand that, so he took a freaking football to the back of the shoulder pad and kinda fumbled the ball for Iowa to win. So yeah, I was like,
yes, Iowa.
yeah, commit on a mistake. Oh, I mean, I knew Iowa was gonna win. I just didn't think they were gonna lose for 3 quarters and come back and win by 1 touchdown. Actually, by 1 point, to be honest with you. So we're continuing on here with the SBS series.
He gets a pick, and I already know who he's picking.
So this week's game.
I might be on short end of the stick on this one.
This week's game.
This week I'm pulling for the upset.
Yeah, this week you are pulling for the upset. This week we're picking the primetime game between number 7 Notre Dame against number 3 Georgia.
Notre Dame's ranked that high, I didn't know that.
Yeah, they're ranked 7. Isn't that crazy?
Yeah.
Alright, and we're going to go, like we did the last video, we'll go by team stats, basically. Which, I mean, it's pretty interesting to a point. Points per game, this is a pretty outstanding one. Notre Dame, 50.5 points per game. Georgia, 49.3 points per game.
That's about as close as you can get, really.
Yeah, really, no kidding.
Less than 10, less than a point.
Okay, we're not going to go through all the stats because this one's got to get going. Total yards, Notre Dame, 507 yards averaged in 2 games. Georgia, 565.3 yards averaged per game.
Is there any defense in these games? Defense in this game?
Yards allowed. Notre Dame, 373 yards allowed. Georgia, 243 yards allowed. So you can kind of tell where this is going. And so we look at the teams that Georgia and Notre Dame has played by score difference. Notre Dame has only played 2 teams, Louisville, and New Mexico. And they beat Louisville 35-17, which was on Labor Day. And they beat New Mexico 66-14. And we look at Georgia. Georgia has played 3 teams. They played at Vanderbilt versus Murray State and versus Arkansas State.
They got such a high average in points.
Yeah, no kidding. They beat Vanderbilt 30-6. They beat Murray State 63-17. And they beat Arkansas State 55-0. Now, we go to the FBI here for matchup predictor. And Georgia is favored over Notre Dame by 67.3% of the FBI votes. And it's in Athens. And so this is an interesting game because if Notre Dame loses, which I imagine they're going to lose, I don't see Notre Dame getting back into the playoff picture. I don't see them getting this close. Because you look at what Notre Dame plays the rest of the year, they're not playing really anybody interesting. USC's not doing well anymore. Stanford just got destroyed last week by UCF. So, I mean, I don't know. And you think with Notre Dame playing the ACC, you think they would play an interesting scheme. Never mind, I forgot. They play Michigan this year. So they may be able to beat Michigan. Other than that, though, that's about it. I mean, you got Virginia, which is the very next week, but who knows how Virginia's going to do.
Yeah. They had a good team a couple times.
Heck, Virginia's the second best ACC team in the NCAA right now.
Under Georgia.
No, the ACC.
Oh.
Not the SEC, the ACC.
Under Clemson.
Yeah. Yep. Yeah, the ACC is that bad this year. Florida State's god-awful. Hell, they're 1-2. They almost lost to frickin' Louisiana Monroe, I think it was. Virginia Tech's not doing well this year. Hell, Virginia Tech almost lost to Furman. If you wanna, if you wanna go there.
I mean, like, how many years ago Michigan lost to Appalachian State?
It's been a long time ago, it seems like. But I remember it just like yesterday. But I mean, you look at Georgia's schedule, if they do lose, they play teams like Florida, which Florida, I don't know if they're going to be where they're at for the rest of the season. Considering they lost Felipe Franks for the rest of the year, they lost their starting quarterback. Unless Kyle Trask is as good as everybody's saying, which if he is, more power to him, because I'm not a big fan of Felipe Franks. After watching him play Miami, week 1, Auburn, which their freshman quarterback looks pretty good. Hopefully he pans out. And they play Texas A&M, so I mean, who knows? We'll see, I guess.
Ain't nothing like a Big Ten schedule. What group of teams play with that schedule? Jeez. That's murder for real.
I know, hell. Well, I don't know, because after that missed call in the Michigan State game last weekend, they lost to frickin' Arizona State by a field goal. Michigan State's not even ranked anymore.
Well, no, that ain't gonna last long. You know that. Everyone's back in
Well,
there.
that's the thing is, they said it themselves that they fucked up the leaping call because the guy jumped over the long snapper. It was blatant as day, too. You see him jumping right over. I'm like, you can't do that. That's a leaping call. And they didn't even call it. I'm like, really? Whatever. A little crap to me. Wonder what freaking dick is Herm Edwards sucking lately. Anyways, back to my pick. I'm picking between Notre Dame and Georgia. At Georgia, Athens. What's the stadium name? I can't. Sanford Stadium. That's the name of it. I was thinking about it. I'm like, what's the name of Georgia Stadium? So it's in Sanford Stadium this year. 8 o'clock on CBS. It's not ESPN. It's CBS this year because CBS has the SEC games, unfortunately. If I'm gonna pick between these two teams, I'm picking Georgia.
I don't know, no surprise. No surprise. Go Fighting Irish. You know, I'm not an Irish fan, but go Fighting Irish.
I just have to pick Georgia because Georgia always has a good defense every year. Doesn't matter who it is on that team, they always have good defense every year. And Jake Fromm's their quarterback. Jake Fromm is going to be a first-round pick in the draft next year at quarterback. You watch. So, we'll
So much for one of the Oregon's supposed to be your first-round draft pick next year.
Well, you can't help it that your defense let them score with 6 seconds left to go in the game. What do you expect? The dude had him. That's the fucked up part is the guy had him. He went around and put the ball out there across the plane. I'm like, oh my God, he's going to score. And he ended up scoring with 6 seconds left to go in the game. That's not Justin Herbert's fault. That's their defense's fault. I mean, yeah, Herbert kind of had his faults because Auburn's defense is
pretty good.
It's there this year. I'm not gonna lie. Auburn's defense is there. But I think with them not having any of their receivers at all, Oregon basically got the short end of the stick with that one. So with this game, guys, I'm picking Georgia. He's picking Notre Dame.
I got no choice on that matter.
Yeah, we're hoping it's a classic. I don't know. Are you guys gonna stay and watch it Saturday or no?
All depends on what's going on.
Because we're going to see Rambo, and then I don't know if Jeff will want to watch it or not. Considering Georgia might beat the shit out of Notre Dame, but I don't know. I don't know if you will or not. I don't think she will. I mean, if you guys don't want to, that's cool. I don't give a shit.
Well, I don't know what I want to do yet.
Because I mean, that's a pretty good game. That was like
that's still 4 days away.
I know. It's a long time away. Isn't that right, guys? Long time away from Notre Dame with an undefeated record. But guys, that's going to be it for our SBS picks for week 4 of
Week 5.
Is it week 5?
I'm 3-1. Remember?
Oh yeah, it is.
Yeah, it's 3. Yeah, it's week 6.
Well, no, it's week 4. It's week 4 because remember we did kickoff weekend.
Yeah.
That was part of week 1. It was all week 1 when we did those picks. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So we did kickoff weekend because they did a game without the other games being played.
I lost.
Yeah, and then they started opening weekend. So because technically it was all week 1, they just did a kickoff weekend, and then they did every other game week 1. So technically it is week 4. Yeah, because see right there it says week 4 right there with all the games listed up here for the top 25. But yeah, guys, that is going to be it for our SBS picks for week 4, which is Notre Dame at Georgia. Please leave a like below. Please comment on your pick for this week, whether you picked Notre Dame as the underdog upset over the Georgia Bulldogs. If you did, you're probably, and if they did, you'd be the luckiest bastard on the face of the earth. Please subscribe, guys, because we're going to be busting out videos for you guys the best we possibly can here on YouTube. We got to get off here because Bill's got to go home. He doesn't want to stay here all night.
So I got to go to work tomorrow. At 3 o'clock.
And likewise, guys, please stay classy and go Bulldogs.